And I was born and raised in Orange County and lived there for many years before moving to Oregon. So that you guys want to do this is huge. That you want to help comfort the kids that are victims of violent crimes. That's what the focus is of all the blankets we are making in October. And I wanted to give you some quick tips on how Binky Patrol makes binkies rather quickly for the fleece type. And a lot of you will be getting kits, probably. Joann's, check the coupons at Joann Fabrics. Get the app, check the coupons. Look online. We got these for $5. They are doubles, and that's a huge savings because usually we spend twice as much of that. And so we can't do double blankets. We always have to do single because they cost so much. So let's assume you're getting a kit, which is kind of nice. I already folded it up. They have their little ribbon. And you get 2 pieces of fabric in there. Well, I want to show you the very edge. That's the selvage, that curly, shiny, weird looking thing. We want to cut that off. So I'm going to put this on the floor for a minute because I tried to do this in a previous version of this video and it didn't turn out. So I will fast forward through this part after I get the selvage cut off. I'm going to cut them off together, folded, to save time. So leave them folded, and if not, fold up your fabric. If you're doing single, line it up to save cutting time. You want sharp scissors. Really good sharp scissors makes all the difference. So I'll be right back. Ta-da! I'm back. My edges are cut off, so I don't have any selvage. But they aren't quite folded the right way yet to be able to do the next steps. So now you have to decide. If you have 2 patterned ones, or even, this is a great color. Obviously, it's my favorite color. You could do 2 singles, or you can do a double. We need both types. Sometimes the doubles are too thick and warm for little kids, so when we make smaller ones, we like to do singles most of the time. When it's for teens and older kids, we like doing the doubles because sometimes this is all they have between them and the street. Or if they're couch surfing or sleeping on the floor somewhere on a mat, that's all they have. So they want those doubles because they really rely on that for warmth. So let's assume you're doing a double. We got to figure out how to fold this to make sense. Joann's folds it for packaging, which doesn't do us any good. So we're going to, and sometimes Fleece has one side that's fuzzier than the other. So you're going to want to make sure you have the right, just look at it. And if it's not, if you can't tell the difference, nobody else can either. So it's okay too. If you did it an inside with an outside and outside with an inside, it's okay. But we're going to line up the fabric that we just unfolded, that we just cut the selvage off. Kind of straighten it out, fold it. Again, a lot easier on a table. Laying it on a table or floor is much easier. Okay. Let's get it all tidied up. The key is to get all your corners all nice and tidy. So if you have to, just grab the corners. Make them tidy. The rest will figure itself out. Now you have open end, fold, fold. Do not ever, ever, ever cut on a fold. If you do, you will have to make a bunch of scarves because you'll botch up your fabric. So we're going to make sure we have this one end that has all 8 pieces. If you're doing a double, it would have 4, of course, if it were a single. That's simple math. And we do that. And now we're going to make our notch. And our notch in the corner keeps our blanket from getting round. It handles that corner issue. And it gives us our guide for cutting the fringe across the open sides. So I'm going down here again to cut my notch. Be right back. Okay, here's my notch. It took me a long time to line up all the fabric. But it's not perfect. It's okay. But that's our guide. So now going across this way, we're going to cut all the little fringes and get ready to tie them. So I have to go back down the floor again because I can't seem to line this up, holding it up at all. And I'll cut some for you and show you what we do next. Okay, we do them about 4 inches, 3.5, 4 inches. And we cut them across like that. Going all the way across. So you're going to cut it all the way to the fold. And there'll be one fringe you might have to split once you open it up because it's a little wide. That's okay. So it's about 4 inches deep. It's about 2 fingers wide, depending on how wide your fingers are, depending on your age. But it's about 2 fingers wide because too thin and it gets all stringy looking. And it doesn't hold up as well in the wash. So you're going to do that on this side and this side. Again, the open sides. Then you're going to open up your Binky. Once. This is when you get to get your friends involved. This is the fun part. Twice. And all your fringes would be cut all the way around now, all 4 sides. Cool? Yeah. And then you're going to tie it. If you're doing single or double, Binky Patrol recommends you do it like a balloon. 2 fingers, wrap it around, and shove it through. The reason we do that, and don't choke up too tight on the fringe, see, not all the way down here, because it'll make your Binky puckery. So like that, little bit of space. Because when you tie them this way, people always forget to do the second one. So we've learned it's easier to just tie it, I'll untie that, to just do it once around your finger like a balloon and not too tight at the top. So like that, so you have a little bit of space. So you're going to do that all the way around. Look at that, so simple. So you're saving time cutting. You have a nice blanket with great fringes without that ugly selvage edge. And then when you're all done, you'll have a blanket that will comfort kids. They're having a really hard time. So thank you for choosing to make these blankets, for helping us comfort the children and teens who are victims of violent crimes. Thank you for your time. Thank you for helping us tell these kids that they matter. They're not invisible. That somebody cares about them. You are doing that by volunteering. Even if you just make one, you've changed a life. Imagine what you can do as a troop, making a bunch of these. I can't wait to see the photos and to hear the stories about October. I'm sorry I can't be down there. I'll be up here on October 28th in Beaverton, Oregon, and we have 7 other locations across the country making blankets at the same time all of you guys are. Thank you for your hearts. Bye.